I just realized that if you try Linux with Nginx, you might run into a wall if you've never used Linux, because the installation with Nginx and Termux is quite rudimentary. You have no package manager to install software. You don't have the productivity tools that full-blown distribution usually comes with. So just to help with this, so I started already Termux. I logged into Manjaro, and the VNC server is already running. And if you don't know the package name of your software, you have to Google for each name. Is it only called, for example, is it Chrome or Chromium or Chromium browser? Do I need write it together? So a graphical package manager will be way easier for you. So Manjaro has two options. It's Pamac and Octopi. I already tried to install them, and it should work for you. And then you should be capable of open it if you run the VNC server session as root. So as VNC server sessions, I do recommend real VNC and multi-VNC. On the left side, I've opened multi-VNC. On the right side, the DeX screen or the EMUI screen, I'm using the real VNC viewer. With Manjaro, you always have to. Manjaro always forgets the screen size. So we have to go to System Preferences, IQ Settings, Monitor Settings, and then we set it to the resolution of the screen. So this is working. And then we should have Pamac. Remove software. So then we have Pamac, and it should help you to find software and work on software. So if you see it's looking up for the software for updates. So now we go to all, and you can see you can easily find or search for the software that you need, even if you don't know the complete or the full name. I already installed the productivity tools I usually use. Inkscape, you can open AI files with Inkscape, or you can use CAD files. You can open them with Blender. You can use GIMP for image processing. Instead, they all are not the original programs you might be used to on a PC, like Photoshop or the others, but if you get around how they work, they are as similar powerful as the original tools you want to replace. For example, I open my files with my AI files with Inkscape. Mostly is not a problem, and as I said, Blender can open CAD files for 3D printing or for anything else that you need. And of course, you also will need LibreOffice. But remember, for LibreOffice, there is a tweak there's another video for it, a video out. Look at it, how to tweak it to get it run. So yeah, you have a package manager, the PAMAC. You can scroll through it. You can find everything you need, and it will help a lot if you're not familiar. If you're not familiar, or if you're familiar, you usually can do this over a terminal and just add the name of the software. So you just write it in the terminal, but usually, I guess, if it's your first time you come in contact with Linux and you don't have the names or the programs on the software at hand, it will be difficult. So use PAMAC, install it, then log into VNC, and it will make your life way easier. And let's check again. We go ahead and start also the second VNC server. So this is a second. Now go and connect the second VNC server to the other side. We can open it here. And just a second. Just 1 second. Make this a little bit brighter so we can see more. So on the other side, if you work in Huawei, you don't have the mouse at first hand. The Linux command that will also make your life easier is if you press on the keyboard the key Alt F2, it will open a command prompt at top of the window where you can enter your software name, and it will eventually come up after several inputs. So MultiVNC allows you to, as I said before, you use your phone screen like a touchpad. With Huawei, it is necessary. If you use a spreadsheet, then you won't have too many issues because you don't need a mouse. So we call this left. Okay, then we call this the localhost server, and we start here. So this we started. Then we also need the VNC maximized, and we start. Let me do this from this terminal here, because we have an output. You can complete noun programs with the tab key. If you push tab, it will output the whole name that will make it easier for you. So now again, we are the server, execute, and why is it disconnecting? Fail to connect, refused. Why is it refusing? So didn't I apply? Stop. Did I use the wrong name? I have to stop it. So obviously I entered a wrong name. Yeah, I entered the wrong name, so I should, yeah, whatever, I change it there to make it easier. So I'll call this left, and you see it has connected. So again, I don't need to touch the phone screen now. I can simply use Alt F2 or Alt F1 to activate the software. Now I'm starting LibreOffice here, and then I simply can go back with the mouse on this screen. Then I'm kept on the wrong screen. So Libre, and also open a spreadsheet here. Then go back to this side. Alt F2 works better. So okay, let's do this here. Yeah, there's small issues still going on with Synergy. I have to be very slow until the middle of the screen, until it starts to move away from the center. The mouse is moving. I have to move the mouse very, very slow. And there's the mouse. It's somewhat working at the moment. I'm not at the end of the discovery for this, but that's it so far. Get distribution installed, the package manager installed.